All right, Georgia up 27-10 over Mississippi State at halftime. Started a little shaky. I like the way they played a lot better in the second quarter. 17-point lead. They missed the field goal at the end of the first half. They're a long field goal at the end of the first half that would have made it 30-10. Offensively, Mississippi State can't do anything. They didn't get a first down until like halfway through the second quarter, and they basically just threw one of these miracle 70-yard bombs, and the guy caught it downfield. That's the only decent play they had in the entire first half. They get down there, a 70-yard bomb gives them first and goal inside the 4 or inside the 5. They go on to score. The other 3 points, the field goal that they got, a fluke turnover, really. Carson Beck drops back to throw the ball. It gets tipped by a defensive lineman at the line of scrimmage, pops up 50 feet in the air. Mississippi State comes down with it already in the red zone. They went 3 and out, kicked a field goal. That was their first 3 points, and then that sort of fluky 70-yard bomb that they caught down there inside the 5 and turned into a touchdown. So defensively, I think Georgia's played pretty well. Basically shut Mississippi State down outside of that 170-yard play. Offensively, still a little frustrating to watch. I mean, clearly there's no like game-breaking wide receiver on this team, and they're not suddenly going to find one, so they got to figure some other things out. It's good to see Oscar Delp have a couple of catches. I mean, this guy's been on a milk carton all season. Honestly, I thought he was dead. To be honest with you, I hadn't heard from him since last season. Why does it seem like he did more as Brock Bowers' backup than he does now that he's supposedly supposed to be the starter? Lawson Lucky gets more reps and playtime and catches and all that kind of stuff than he does. I don't know. So it was good to see him make a couple of catches. The Branson Robinson thing, look, I don't ever want anybody to get injured. Whether they play for Georgia, another team, whatever. But I'm still going to say what I was planning on saying, even though Branson Robinson has since been injured, which is he's not very good. And I don't understand for the life of me why he keeps getting in the game every single week before Nate Frazier. It just makes no sense at all. He's just not very good. He had the 1 touchdown run inside the 5-yard line, but I said even last week, okay, use him for that. You can use him for that. 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, goal line situations, fine. But just putting him in as RB2 at random points in the game on 1st and 10 instead of Nate, it just doesn't make any sense. You know, you go back to last week, he had, what did he have? He had 8 carries for 15 yards last week, Branson Robinson did. Nate Frazier, on the other hand, had like 5 carries for 38 yards. I mean, I'm not a scientist, but I do own a calculator. And I can do basic English and social studies. And that's more yards per carry. It's not even close. Anyway, Branson Robinson ends up getting hurt in this game, and I hate to see that. He's just coming off of an injury. He missed all of last year. But Nate Frazier's just way better. That's all there is to it. I don't know what to say about it. I mean, it's obvious to everybody except whatever dummy at UGA is coming up with the running back rotation. So, you know, Arian Smith, what a catch and throw, by the way. Carson Beck, really, during his entire career, has had an impossible time hitting the deep throws. Overthrows, underthrows, throws it out of bounds, throws it too far, inbound, whatever. Just terrible deep ball thrower. And it seems like the few times he has put it on the money to Arian Smith finds a way to drop it. Well, they finally connected on one of those deep balls today, which was good to see. It was a good throw, diving catch by Arian Smith. And that was another throw Beck had. This might be one of the best throws I've ever seen Beck make. He rolled out to the right on the run and threw it to the back of the end zone. And Dylan Bell made just an unbelievable catch in the back of the end zone. So I think Beck's played okay. I mean, I could come on here and yell and scream and bitch and moan about all the throws and passes behind the line of scrimmage. But here's the problem. Do you watch any college football besides your own team? I mean, we're watching all the games in here. Every single team, I've told you, it's a cancer. It's some sort of fucking disease that has overtaken the world of college football. Every single team you watch in the country is throwing the ball behind the line of scrimmage 15 fucking times a game. So do I like it that Carson Beck keeps throwing these hitch passes and check downs? No. But every single team I don't know what happened. There was some kind of a meeting, and I wasn't invited, and the decision was made, you have to throw 30% of your passes out or behind the line of scrimmage. That's the only explanation. There is no other explanation. So no, I don't like that. But anyway, Mississippi State's terrible. I'm not going to get on here and brag about beating them 27-10. The final score will probably be something like 45-17. I mean, Mississippi State's just a terrible team. We're not learning anything about Georgia from this game. At all. Mississippi State's horrible. How bad are they? They're so bad they got blown out by Florida. You know how hard that is to do? Get blown out by Florida? Holy shit. I mean, you got to be like biblically bad, epically bad to get blown out by Florida. Speaking of blown out by Florida, they play on the road at Tennessee tonight. And I'm here to tell you, if Tennessee loses that game, holy shit. The Hilljack Voltars are liable to jump into a fucking river. They'll be down something horrendous if John Hopeful finds a way to shit his pants against Florida tonight. So we'll see. I don't know. Texas is all over Oklahoma. Oklahoma just hasn't been able to do anything offensively in this game. Just absolutely nothing. Not that Texas is lighting the world on fire offensively, but Oklahoma's got a pretty good defense. Texas is dominating this game. Commercial break right now, but Southern Cal, Penn State, that's probably the best 3:30 game that's on. Southern Cal was all over them in the first half. 20-6 was the score. And you know what was surprising in that game? Southern Cal was dominating along the lines of scrimmage in that game. I couldn't believe it. They were gashing Penn State for big runs right up the middle. Anyway, tale of two halves. Third quarter gets underway, and Penn State right away comes out and scores 2 touchdowns and has now tied the thing up at 20 apiece. And looks like, at least I think, probably going to go on to win the game. Now, I'm just saying that because I bet Penn State. I'll admit it, okay? I bet Penn State minus 3.5. So maybe I'm a little biased. I do hope they come that Penn State finds a way to win because I bet Penn State minus 3.5. Did I bet the Georgia game? Fuck no. Georgia was a 34-point favorite. You'd have to be allergic to money to bet Georgia minus 34.5. Why would you do that? Georgia hasn't covered a spread since week 1 against Clemson. That's an ACC team. So you know they're down bad. Georgia probably won't cover the spread again until the last game of the regular season when they play what? Another ACC team, Georgia Tech. So no, late night, no minus 34. Look at this bag of shit here. Name of Jalen Mildew. Oh my God. Alabama escaped one today, didn't they? Holy, well, I got plenty to say about that tomorrow in your season is over video, but boy, Alabama escaped a bad one there. Kalen DeBoer, they might have burned that man's house down. If he'd have lost today, they would have burned that man's house down in Tuscaloosa. Somebody in the comment section said Kalen DeBoer called Tom Hanks to find out if he had any eligibility left. I said, hell, the Alabama fans don't even know what that means. Tom Hanks says, "You have any eligibility?" He said, "What do you mean they don't know?" I said, "They don't know. They think they think Forrest Gump is real. They don't know that. They don't know that's Tom Hanks playing a character. Like they think that's a documentary." The Alabama fans dumb as shit. But anyway, the Gumps did upset South Carolina today. So huge win for Kalen DeBoer against the mighty Gamecocks today. So shout out to them, I guess. I don't know. Any other games on of note? Notre Dame all over Stanford. Nobody cares. Pitt up 17-9. Illinois 34-20 over Purdue. That's a lot of points in that game. In fact, that's too many points. Fuck. I bet the under in that game. Y'all didn't even tell me in the chat either. Dumbasses. We're live streaming. Y'all didn't even tell me in the chat that I already lost that bet already. I can't trust this chat for nothing. They don't tell me nothing. And half the shit they do tell me is a lie. Some of them don't even know they're lying. It's a fake news deal with that. Anyway, if you want to come hang out and watch the second half of these games, we're live streaming. Uh-oh, what is this? Incomplete pass into the end zone there. Southern Cal trying to retake the lead. No. Quit crying for a penalty. They cry for a penalty, not Southern Cal, just college football players in general. After every play, you can find players crying for a penalty these days. Unreal. Anyway, come on over if you want to hang out and watch the second half of these games. For the primetime games tonight, starting at 7 o'clock, we'll be on Patreon. So there's a link in the description of this video. Take you to the Patreon page. But we got Florida, Tennessee tonight, Oregon, and Ohio State. LSU and Ole Miss is on tonight. Vandy and Kentucky. Colorado and Kansas State. Ton of great games tonight. So we're going to live stream starting on Patreon around 7. Link in the description of the video. Take you to the Patreon page, and we can hang out tonight and watch the games over on Patreon. But anyway, have a great day!